So basically, I've tried recording this video twice, but neither time has the audio worked, so I'm kind of fed up with trying to do this video. Last time, it went overboard for time though, so now I'm just gonna say things really quickly because I've figured out what I want to say. Um, School has been hard for the past 2 weeks, combined with social things that are just stressing me out all the time, and I don't like it. And I'm ready for school to be over. My mom said, as you all know, I'm going to VidCon. My mom said that if I get a 4.0 GPA, she just told me this like this morning, that I can go to Disneyland the day after VidCon, which is where all the VidCon people are really going to be. And I really, really, really want to go to Disneyland the day after VidCon. But, 4.0. I'm probably like either there or almost there already, but it's just, it adds so much pressure. I guess it's good because it's motivating me, because at this point I just feel like school, I don't want to do it. I, I just get to that point where I'm just like burnt out, but now I'm gonna have to force myself to push through it. So my mom knows what she's doing. Casey, you talked about 10 and Rose and 11 and Amy and Rory, and I do not agree with you on a lot of your points, but we'll just have to respectfully disagree. I feel like Rose and 10 would have made a good couple, but the thing is, the Doctor has his commitment issues, and I believe you said that. But you said you viewed them as having more of a friendship, and like they did have a good friendship, but I feel like they could have moved into having a romantic relationship without it seeming unnatural. And I would have liked that, but the Doctor and his commitment issues, he's so hung up on the past that it like prohibits him from doing like so much, and I feel like he could have really had something beautiful with her, but he let his past get in the way of that, and it's just really unfortunate for both of them. So that disappoints me. I mean, it's really heartbreaking what happened to the Time Lords and his people, and that he has to deal with the consequences of that. But at the same time, he's so hard on himself, and like he just refuses to let himself live life to its fullest. Like there are just areas that he refuses to go into, and this is just the cause of his commitment issues, and I dislike it so much. Yeah. Although I do think it adds complexity to the character, which I like. Um, you also talked about Amy and Rory and 11, and I wanted to add my 2 cents about that. It may be a lot of sense, actually, because I have very strong feelings on this subject. Amy is she's my least favorite companion. I really, truly dislike Amy as a character. She's not the type of person I would like in real life either, and that is pretty much why I dislike her as a character. I mean, I feel like also Sam, like in advance, like nothing against Karen Gillan. She does a wonderful job with Amy, like with what's given to her. Uh, but as a character, I don't like Amy because I feel like so much of it is just her supposed to be looking pretty and just running around, and that frustrates me. I feel like as a character, she's not very complex. And also, like, you were talking about how Rory is endlessly devoted to her, and Rory is a wonderful person, but it bothers me that I just don't feel like Amy has the same amount of respect for him. And I feel like there's always been that question of whether she's going to end up with the Doctor or Rory. And it's like, even though her and Rory are married, there are still hints placed throughout the series that there's like romantic potential between her and the Doctor, and I don't like that one bit because Rory just, he does everything for her. He waited for her for 2,000 years guarding the Pandorica, and she just seems really ungrateful about it. Like, she'll do what she wants, and it just it bothers me a lot. I'm sorry, I get really intense about these things. Yeah, I just feel like Roy is such a wonderful person and he deserves so much better than Amy. And she's, oh gosh. I had this really well phrased too at first. It's all Moffat's fault. The thing about Moffat is you can give Moffat one episode and he'll do wonders with it. Like Blink, The Girl in the Fireplace, that's my favorite episode of Doctor Who, or one of my favorites. Um, but if you give him a whole series, he can't handle it and he just messes everything up. And I feel like that's what happened with Amy. 10 seconds, I don't want to go over. Okay, bye.